I just go with it now.
Linda, stop calling me Master Chief. I'm not Master Chief. Oh, oh no, wait a minute. Scott's handsome Master Chief, I think.
Ooh, I like that.
I know she called him that one day. I'm like, yes, he is. And he makes me think of my daddy when he puts his Stetson on, because my daddy loved Stetsons with the cowboy
Aw.
hats. So when I see that, I'm like, oh, it makes me think of my dad.
Yeah, that's nice.
So thank you everybody for joining us. This is the first time I've had the lovely Avana on my channel. She's
Well,
been a subscriber for a while now, so
yes, and I want to thank you for having me. I love your reads. Oh my gosh, they are epic. Oh my gosh, I just love how you read the cards.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, epic. I mean, I just sit here and like.
Can you believe I question a lot of it? You know, when I'm done, I'm like,
well, I do believe it.
You know, so
I do believe it because experts in the field question their work all the time. So I do believe it, and you, to me, are like an expert on this. It's like, wow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So anyway, so I'm glad. I'm actually honored to be here. You're blushing.
Okay, but thank you. I really appreciate that. That means a lot.
Absolutely.
We also have the lovely Teresa Levine. She's always the first whenever I go live. So thank you, Teresa, for your support. Linda Sandoval, welcome, my dear. James C. just jumped in. So, okay, disclaimer, everybody. I've had a very busy day.
Same here.
So if I'm like, bleh, bleh, what are words? I'm squirrely brain.
I got it.
Bear with us.
Yeah, please. Right. Bear with me too, because I've been busy today too. And it's just like you said, you just kind of sit down and all of a sudden you have to just like, recenter yourself. And that may or may not happen.
And today was my grandniece Kayla's birthday. She turned 22 today. And so I had to make sure we called and sang her happy birthday over the phone.
Yes.
She has spina bifida, so birthdays are very special.
Absolutely.
When she was born, the prognosis, for people with, spina bifida, another surgeries that she had to have as a baby, they didn't think she was going to, live very long. Yeah. 22 years today.
Congratulations and happy birthday. 22. That's beautiful.
So, well, I think most people know who you are, but do you want to share a little bit about yourself before we take some questions?
Absolutely. A couple years ago, I was, let's say religious, but not spiritual. And I realized that I have to kind of switch around and be more spiritual. And I thought, well, as soon as I retire, which is about 15 years from now, I can do what I want to do as far as pursuing my spirituality. And I said, you know what? I can't wait that long. I have to start now. So I did. And I started to, find people on YouTube and things and follow people. And really, really got involved with the tarot cards. I am a Reiki master now. I love healing with Reiki. Oh my gosh. It really is just so wonderful. Too. Oh yeah, it's just really amazing. And now I'm delving into the Akashic records. Ooh. I love it. I'm going to say I'm in training. I'm not ready to do that yet, for people or anything, but I'm still learning. I got a couple more months, of learning to do, but I love it. I just feel like that's my true calling. But before I get there, I have a Tuesday night show. Me and Terry Soma do conversations and questions. So
let me write that down because I'm still getting to know you. So
yeah, Tuesday nights at 8. We were doing it at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're doing it at 8 p.m. Eastern time now. We're going to start that at 8. It's called Conversations and Questions with Terry Soma. Every day I post a quick
Soma as in SOMA.
Yep, Terry TERRI and Soma SOMA.
Okay. Sometimes I do lives at 8:30 on those evenings, but on those that I'm free, I will make sure to check out, and everybody too.
Absolutely. And every day I do post a quick pick a card. I have 3 cards, pick a card, see how your day is going to go. I do that. And I was on Ron Unconditional Love Tarot's show. I think it was last Saturday. The days start to, just
they start blending into one another for me. Let me tell you.
And I was on with Amy's. I want to make sure I'm going to hopefully get it right. Amy Smiling Love and Light.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to do a show actually this Friday together. So it was Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So
Amy's fun to read with.
Oh, she is intuitive. Like, I mean, yeah, she is good. I really enjoy it. So we had a fun time with Ron and with her. It was a nice evening.
Ron, he can be a blast.
Yeah. Well, plus when you're hitting your third hour.
Oh my, I told him that once. Yeah, that's why I said when I start doing my lives, I have to keep them to at least an hour, like Allie and them do, because going too long, by the time I start getting to the later questions, I'm not able to have the energy, or I feel like I can't put into it as much as I do for the people who, questions I've already done. Yes. And for me, that's not fair.
Right.
So I need to keep my energy level up so that everybody gets,
And I totally agree. And the same thing happens to me, but I'm actually surprised. I've been on his show twice and I've actually done pretty well. I mean, I'm like, all right, I'm actually, was something that I learned about myself, you know what I mean? That I could do it. Cause I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to even sit.
And I think that varies too with different readers when they come together. There are some that, I don't want to say kind of grind, but you're just kind of like, well, I'm not getting that. I'm, kind of like, but with others, it's just like you kind of get into that pocket.
You know what?
You go with the flow, and it's just like the energy's going back and forth, and you're not getting exhausted because it's that connection, that share that you have.
Oh my gosh, you are absolutely right. You really are, because you're right. Because the first time I was on with Ron, I was on with Jay. That I think it's Herc 213.
Yeah, little bro. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we just had a blast. Okay, I mean, it was, and you're right. It was like the energy, like we all like, it was just flowing, And then when I was on with Amy, the same thing. So I know that Ron, he attracts such high vibrational people, and it's just so nice to be with him. Oh my gosh, he's such a sweetheart. So it just really keeps the energy nice, and
Oh, look who just jumped in!
Oh, I don't really know. Is it Gerald? I know. Where's my fan? Okay, that's it. I'm writing down.
I had this sitting right next to me just in case.
I love
I've
that.
been practicing. Gerald must be so proud of me, aren't you, Gerald? Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
He said, "Insert fan through."
I gotta give you some other ones. No, I love it. I absolutely love it. Like when Amy did her with the one night, I had she likes to wear her kitty ears. I went and found something that I could wear. I had like my little flower band, and then when we had the sing contest last Friday, I was on Lisa's team. Allie showed up with these butterflies and everything. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, I got to get something too. And I had my little flowers on. So
I got off the show Saturday with Amy. Got on Amazon and ordered my cat ears. I can't do a show with you until I get my cat ears. Okay, so they got delivered the other day. I immediately contacted her and said I'm ready.
Yeah. Amy asked if she wanted me to for her to order me a pair, and I'm like, I'm okay because I actually have real cat that comes in, so I don't need that. Like, oh, hey,
Mozzie. How many cats do you have? One?
I have two.
You have two? Okay.
And Mozzie absolutely loves when I come in here, and he hears. I have one of these to light my incense in my Palo with, and it makes the clicking sound. So when I do that, he must like the sound, the click, the smell, the Santo. Yeah. And he comes right in. I'll give it like a few seconds or so. I'll turn around, and then he's right there behind me. Except for now.
Yeah.
Daddy must be handing out treats. I can't compete with the treats.
No, I agree. In fact, I have 4. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Teresa, I already have little hands. I don't need to get us. So I don't know if you've seen Gerald's tiny little hands.
I have not.
Oh,
okay. I'll have to keep my eye out for that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, mine are small enough. Kristen Louise just popped in. Oh, he says I'm very proud. Well, thank you.
Yeah, that's the truth.
It always goes backwards though. So maybe.
Uh-oh.
There we go. And then
there you go. Yeah, look at that. That was some serious,
I have
action
crowns
there.
and tiaras. I actually have a tiara too. I don't. Nope, I moved it somewhere. Okay, well, yeah.
That's funny.
I had a priest. Okay, I had a priestessing ceremony when I was living in Arizona,
Uh,
and as a gift, I was working at Crystal Magic at the time, and my coworkers all pinched in and got me this beautiful sterling silver circlet with a crescent moon and a moonstone in the middle.
gorgeous. Oh my God, that sounds
And
beautiful.
I still have it. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's really nice.
I don't know where I put it recently, but yeah, I'll have to pop it out one of these days. So.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see that.
Okay, so for everybody, we're going to be on for an hour. We're just chatting, getting to know each other, and having Avana introduce herself to people in my chat that might not be familiar with her.
Absolutely.
But I think. Oh, don't tell everyone my secret. So we can take about, I would say, maybe like 6 questions,
Yeah.
And we're going to be spiritual. I leave the politics to the professionals, as I like
Absolutely.
to say it.
Absolutely.
The only time I really deep into anything like kind of icky is when I do the true crime with Maya. She's Black Cat Tarot, where we actually read on true crime, especially from families um, that don't get the what's it the oh I can't think of the word. They don't get the presence on TV
Okay.
because of where they live, with their socioeconomic background.
Sure.
We read for quite a bit for a lot of missing and murdered Indigenous women and men that do go missing, young children, young individuals. So we look into cases because it feels like it helps us give them a voice.
Oh my
And
gosh,
if the
that's
family
beautiful.
happens to see that, they can maybe take, and get any help or use out of that to help them.
Absolutely.
So for me, diving into that is more important with that type of energy than giving it to people like politicians who don't deserve to have my,
Right.
my time and
I
place.
agree and
stuff.
I understand. Yeah, absolutely.
But I do like when I can catching Scott on Sunday morning when him and Debbie and Nancy Jean get on, because Nancy Jean is so knowledgeable about politics. So if any court decisions made, or if someone's not sure how a certain branch of government works, she can explain it and it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's where I get my news from.
I just got my crystal grid from her today. I have to activate it. I am so excited. It is so
I
beautiful.
love crystals.
Oh my gosh.
I love them.
She did a beautiful job.
I need to learn. Oh, there's Scott. Hi, Scott. See you in a little bit. I promise we're only talking good about you. He's like my big brother. I love Scott. He supports everybody,
Yeah, that's nice.
When he knew I had my channel and I was in one of his chats, he would tell everybody, okay, right now, Heather's got her channel, go to it, subscribe. And so,
That's nice. Absolutely.
Same thing with Gerald. He likes to help promote everybody in their channels. So I like sticking with the good energy. I really do.
I totally agree. And it does make a difference, really.
I wonder what you say about me when I'm not here. Only the very best.
Yes, absolutely.
I really enjoyed. I don't know if you were in chat, but Scott had Betsy on yesterday or the day before talking about mediumship, and that was fascinating. I
missed it. Oh,
That
I missed it. I'll have to look it up. Yeah.
And Manasa. Manasa loves crystals. I have to hit up Manasa and see if she would like to do a video, because when I was in Arizona, I took Reiki. I had to take Reiki 1 and 2 so that I can learn the crystals, because I'm always all about crystals. So when I did the Reiki 1 and 2, then I was able to take their Reiki crystals 1 and 2. So I absolutely love my crystals. And
I am learning. About my crystals.
And this one here, I'd love to share with everybody who doesn't see it. I
Oh
have
my
a beautiful, it's a rainbow obsidian, and it's carved into a
That is
butterfly.
beautiful. That is
That's the
super.
back. And I got that in Sedona. So that's one of my prized pieces I love to share with everybody because I love.
Oh yeah, that's another. Yeah, I'm trying to learn more about them, and I think that's kind of something I'll be doing more of in the future too. In fact, I'm looking around here.
Great book right here. There's a 3rd edition now. This is
I'm
my
going to write it down.
But there's a 3rd edition, and they're including more crystals and gemstones that have been uncovered within the last, wow, I can't believe it's been about 13 years since I started. 12,
oh my gosh.
13 years. But it's
Thank
the Book
you.
of Stones.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that.
Robert Simmons and Naisha Asian, I think that's how she pronounces her name. I have that, and I also have, I love Judy Hall, and I have
that's beautiful.
This one as well.
Yep, let me write that down too.
She may have a newer edition because I got this, I think about 6 years ago, maybe. So these are to me really good.
That's a beautiful cover. Wow.
Yes. And I'm actually thinking about maybe cutting out some of the cover with the stones and doing a hodgepodge and making some cards out of them.
Oh, that's an awesome idea.
So yeah, I'm using my art. I'm creating, my own oracle deck, and it's going to take a while, but I got a lot of projects so that I can bring my art and my love now and study with tarot and oracle together. So.
And I totally agree. That's really nice. I mean, with the more creative stuff we can do, I just love it.
Now, not Scott. Gerald, is that the first one, the Book of Stones?
Yeah, which one?
I absolutely love it. Yeah, because some practitioners do not approve of the enhanced crystals, like the angel aura quartz and all those, but I love them. I feel an energy off of them, and I think to myself, well, they're not supposed to do it. It's not in their natural state. But who put that idea into these individuals' heads in the first place?
Yeah.
And they are natural elements.
Absolutely.
So you have like gold, niobium, and other different ones to produce those different. And for me, at least the ones that I have, I can feel an energy right off of them. And it's kind of hard to see, but this is pink, and it has the iridescent.
Oh, beautiful.
Maybe if I take, still a glare.
What is it?
Now, I got this at a local crystal shop, and I was just told that it's an enhanced one. It's a naturally pink stone, so I'm assuming that it is like a rose quartz with the enhancement on it. But the minute I saw that, I mean, I'll sense it, or they'll call to me.
Yeah. Absolutely, I get it.
And just one more really quick, because we're supposed to be taking questions. So remember, everybody, if you have a question, please put it in chat. And it's kind of hard, so I'm going to do my best. But this is a bloodstone. And now get ready for it. That's natural.
Oh my gosh,
does that not look like a rosebud?
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out how to do the glare.
It's beautiful.
Shoot, I can't do it. But yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it? How beautiful all these are.
And that's natural. They didn't do anything and it was just sitting there. And I'm like, nobody saw this. And it must be for me.
That's right.
So I'm like, mine. Like I said, this is how I am with crystals. I mean, when I worked at Crystal Magic, I actually would hear one of them call out one time. And I'm like, oh. you know.
Oh,
And
okay. You're okay. Hold on, because I'm going to get up for 1 second and just go. I have all my crystals out because
ooh,
of the full moon. So, but hold on a second, because I'm going to tell you
okay.
very quickly. I'm sorry to get up, but hold on 1 second.
Hi, Amy. Thank you for coming. I have a bloodstone skull. Oh, wow. Well, I have my phone open. If anybody in here would like to be a moderator, please let me know. And we had Wendy pop in. Hi, Wendy. Thank you for joining us. Making sure I didn't miss anybody.
Absolutely. And I keep looking down because I can see the chat on my phone. So that's why I'm looking down if anybody wants to know why I'm looking this way.
Yep. One of these days, I mean, I don't know how Tony does it, but Tony from Shining Hawk Healing, she has it where you can see her clearly here, and then something where it goes over and it's like right next to each other, like this, and it shows down on her medicine wheel where she places her cards. I'm like, oh wow, that would be cool to be able to do something like that someday.
Yeah, right. Someday, right? That's what. So talking about a stone calling your name, I have to show you guys.
Bye, Gerald. Thank you for coming by.
See you, Gerald.
Okay.
So one day I was out in my backyard and I saw just this little like thing sticking out, this little stone, okay? Mm-hmm. And it said, you know, come and get me. It called out to me, okay? I looked down on the ground and said, before you go in the house again, I want you to get me. And I was like, okay. So when I went to go back and walk in the house, I took it. And look, it's a little heart. Mother Earth guy gave me a little.
That's beautiful. She's telling you she loves you.
Yeah, exactly. And it spoke, like you said, it spoke to me. I looked down the ground and said, make sure you know, come and get me. And I said, okay. And then what a beautiful gift I had.
I even look any type of rock. It doesn't have to be like a super glitzy, you know.
Right.
Sometimes it's like a river or a stone, or it'll be like that gravel that they put down on the ground. Something catches my eye if there's like a shimmer or a flash, and it says "Look at me," and I pick it up and I'm like, ooh, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
It wants to come home with me.
It absolutely does. Hi, okay. Amy, smiling, love and light.
Yes. I met Gerald. So until somebody comes up with a question, do you just want to do like random card posts for the collective?
Yeah, sure.
Sounds good. And those cards that usually I haven't been working with are like, okay, now don't forget us. Oh, we do have a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, Kristen, you're safe here. So thank you for trusting us with this question. I know it could be difficult. I've gained weight and feeling really down. Okay, we could find some inspiration because I don't read on health, but I'll definitely pull to see what, you know, your guides might like to have to say. And believe me, I have too. When I left Arizona, I was no more than between 170, 175. I would fluctuate. And then after I left and I had my health things that happened to me, I jumped up to 230. And it's been so difficult to get it off. So I know.
Same here.
You know,
I'm there too.
Weight. And if you have your cards first, go right ahead.
Okay.
You're my guest, so. Hi, Lindsay. My friend Lindsay is here. Hey, Chica. We have to get together for coffee soon. Chit chat. I still haven't met your new fur baby. Oh, she got the cutest little dachshund for an emotional support pet. Oh my God, her name is Lola. Oh my goodness.
I love that name.
Princess.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
The first card that I pulled was the 7 of Water. Feeling, it says choices, overanalyzing, and procrastination. I'm thinking that maybe you just feel, I'm getting the feeling that you're just getting pulled.
Sorry.
Maybe in a lot of directions, a lot of your energy just being in a lot of ways, in a lot of places, whether it's, personal issues, work issues, just a lot of things on your to-do list. Um, so maybe just taking some time to really like hone in on what's important. And, just, again, you're just kind of, maybe feeling a bit scattered, and, we're all there, right? We're all feeling that way. So, there you go. As far as the second card that I got, which would really, this is kind of your challenge, which is the Four of Air. These, by the way, are the Guardian Angel Message Tarot cards from Radley Valentine. But it says meditation, recuperation, contemplation. It's kind of a challenge to sit back and relax and meditate and contemplate. I'm not saying you're not doing all that, but it might just be a matter of needing to step back and do more meditation, contemplation, just relax, take time for yourself. There's an outcome card here, which is the Queen of Earth. It says gracious, practical, and capable. You're absolutely gracious, and practical. I think you are practical too, and capable. So I think maybe just realigning a little bit, knowing you're getting pulled in a lot of directions. I also pulled, let me make sure I get it straight, the Rose Oracle, and I got the Return. It says a new story.
I love that deck.
Isn't it beautiful?
I have it. The minute I saw it, pre-order.
So it says a new story. You decide. Alignment. It's coming together. So, sounds like there's a new story, a new creative venture coming up, maybe something that you really, hook into with your creativity, with something, your inspiration. You say maybe inspiration to be healthier, something that just really, just sparks you coming up to really focus on. And, I have to tell you, I'm kind of in the same place, but I all of a sudden I'm finding some things that I'm really enjoying. And this is just me personally. I mean, it doesn't matter, but just things that just creative things that I'm starting to work on that I've never worked on before. And I'm just like calming down and just enjoying life. And not that you aren't, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying for me, it just has helped to kind of realign me a little bit. And, hopefully that helps you.
All righty. Ooh, I like that. Really quick. Hi, Ron. Ron jumped in.
Hi, Ron.
So, and Flowing. Hello, Flowing.
Hi, Flowing.
So, Kristen, my first card. So tonight I'm using for the first time, the Goddess Power Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. I have at least one, I think like 9 of her decks. I absolutely love her decks. And the goddess I got, Kristen, was Iris. Wow, Louise started jumping out of my mouth. Kristen, Kristen Louise. So maybe you're used to someone calling you Louise more, but that's interesting. Unless you have another family member that you were partially named after, Kristen, not sure. But when I went to go say Iris, as Louise started coming out. So I did get the card Iris, the goddess Iris, and it has to do with communication. And with this card here too, you can see her third eye. It's learning how to tap into spirit. When you look for that support, when you need that inspiration, your spirit family, your guides, your ancestors, they are all there for you. You can talk to them when you get through those moments where it's so hard and you're not sure what to do or who to turn to and you need advice. Reach out. They're listening to you. You can ask them to help guide you to maybe a certain doctor, guide you towards maybe a website or an ad for a certain type of new healthy food that's coming out, or to even just kind of like when you're shopping, to ask them to guide you to the right aisle. They do that for you. Um, some people use their pendulums, and when they go to like the stores when they need to get vitamins or supplements, They ask their pendulum, which one would be the best for me. Ask your guides. They will give you signs. They are there for you. But what's also interesting with this card, and I want to pull it out from the book, it says here, it is a wonderful time to start writing that book and telling new stories. And telling these new stories is telling new stories about yourself. That um, the weight that I have gained, I am now losing. This extra weight is coming off of me. I am eating healthier. I am listening to my intuition. I am listening to my guides. This is where they're guiding me how to eat. Um, and also that too, with writing the book or even sharing your experiences, you help other people in whether chat rooms or in groups. And by sharing your story, you show other people that they're not the only ones, that there is support out there, and that you can help empower them like they can help empower you. And it says, and sharing your experience, your strength, and hope with others. You have everyone's ear, so choose your message wisely, and that includes you. Make sure that the messages that you are giving to people that are supportive, you're also giving to yourself as well. And in connection with the cards, I also got leader of the light. Where are you being called to serve and support others? And that's by sharing your stories, communicating with others what you are going through, um, sitting there and saying to them, listen, like I did in the beginning, I've been there. I know how hard it is. Maybe you might want to try this, or you might want to try this place, or, I heard about this type of fruit. Whatever, whenever you ask for that guidance, you'll be guided. And the last card that I also got was from a deck that I don't use very often. It is called the Stardust um, Tarot deck, and that's the name of the card there. And I got the Queen of Pentacles, and that's perfect because Queen of Pentacles is earth, is health, it's sustainability, it's prosperity. So right there, you are that queen of the earth. You are sitting in your body. You know your body is a temple. It shows that you want to nurture it, that you want it to prosper. And what's beautiful here is you have the cup, you have for water, to drink more healthy foods. And you have also the dolphins in the background as messengers. So for me, those feel like those might be spirit guides too for you, an animal spirit guide that you can tap into. And even though I do not like snakes personally, but snakes are a feminine symbol for a lot of different goddesses, and for women as well. But snakes shed their skin, they go through a transmutation. So when they no longer grow the body that they have to let it go. They have to shed that old skin. And when they shed that old skin, a new one is created. And so that's what you are doing. Keep, like the car said, you're already strong. You have that strength in you. Continue sitting within your power, within your body, and listening to what your body is telling you. When you eat something, does it not make me feel good? How do I feel afterwards? Do I feel sluggish, or do I feel like I have more energy? And I think too, a lot, even though this is Pentacles and it's earth, there's also a lot of water there too. So make sure that you are sustaining your body with plenty of water. And by sharing your story and being open and being vulnerable with other people, there's a really wonderful TED Talks video with Brene Brown, and it's all on vulnerability. She did a book on it too, and it's incredible to listen to. So I highly recommend checking her video out. But you can do it, girl. You got Absolutely. It in you. Your guides are telling you that you got it in you.
We both got the Queen of Pentacles.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So there we go.
Yeah.
So it's showing you you are in your power.
Yes, you're grounded. Absolutely.
You are in that earth. You are paying attention to what you're eating. Vegetables, fruits, taking in enough water, making sure you're getting enough supplements, and just shedding those old thoughts too, not just weight or pounds, but also like the snake, shedding that skin, shedding that old negative self belief or talk that a lot of us do. I do it, and I'm sure everybody in here at one time has, done that negative self talk where you're hearing that in your head
Oh,
and you're like, okay, enough. I hear you. I gave you your voice. I gave you your space. Now you need to move on.
yeah.
So I hope that helps, Kristen. Believe me, I know all about weight and frustration, and some of my medications that I have to take puts on weight. So it's kind of hard
Yeah.
to take off what medication puts on, but at the same
Yeah.
time, and I'm getting back into roller skating.
You are?
I've been seeing a lot of videos with, people getting back into the rolling rinks with the roller skates and they're dancing and they're, I did that as a kid and I was so thin. Was so healthy. And even though, even with my lupus and my fibromyalgia diagnosis this year, I still feel like I have got to one of these days get to a rink, get those skates on, get
Yes,
used to
you
being on
do.
balance, and I
Yes, you
just want to
do.
get out there and skate and dance and have a good time. And I know once I do that, a lot of that weight will come off as well.
Yes. Yes, you definitely have to get out there and do that.
So yeah, she's in
So
the
you're,
same boat as I am.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All righty. So let me just check really quick. Up, Teresa, hug her, greet her. She's here. So I always do it when I see her because the hugs, giving the hugs back.
I also have been diagnosed with fibromyalgia.
Yeah.
There's something to be said for that. That a lot of us women seem to get that, and I believe in my case it's because it took me a long time to use my voice, and it's taking me a longer time for people to listen.
Yeah, because when they do that, anything that hurts their
It's
body, repressing emotion, it
yes,
causes disease in our bodies.
exactly it does. Yep.
And people, I mean, a lot of men and women could have been diagnosed with this a long time ago, but nobody understood it, and no one wanted, to believe that it was possible. But now with blood work and tests and stuff, they can start finding what they call markers. So I just thought it was fibromyalgia, but then they threw that lupus in there, and I'm like, oh geez.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
Spirit, really? When I get past one thing, you're going to throw another at me. But it's the process. It
Yeah,
is what
it really
is.
is.
So, oh, and she has it too.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And there are times when that your body's in so much pain you don't want to move. I get it.
Yes, absolutely. I've been there. Yeah.
And flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So everyone, just know you're not alone.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you need anyone to talk to, you have everyone in chat. You have me. I have my email listed. If anyone needs to chat and just talk about what they're going through, just to have someone to listen to that understands.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
So thank you for your question, Kristen.
Yes, thank you, Kristen.
Oh, Wendy said my daughter was diagnosed with fibro. 3 years later, she found out she was misdiagnosed. Wow.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I was misdiagnosed for 20 years too, but people just back then didn't realize, what it was. And then to throw, the lupus on top of it, it was like, I could have been dealing with this differently 20 years. But it's out of my hands now and I can't live in the past.
Right.
But it is frustrating.
It is. And it's hard to, you have to put a period and move forward on what but it's hard to do that.
And Amy
oh my
has
gosh,
it as well.
Amy, you do too?
Isn't it interesting that a lot of empaths and healers, I think a lot of it is because we take a lot of that in.
Yeah.
That we're more.
I'm so glad I shared that because I had no idea that we're all like in the same boat, or so many of us.
A lot of people like to say the wounded healers. I don't know necessarily if we've had wounds, but we're not fully wounded because it almost implies victimhood in a way. Although some people can have taken those words and have used it as a word of power.
See, because I believe that I'm like a wounded healer, and I believe that because um, I think that if I didn't have the wounds that I have, and there's actually some other things with me that like aren't healing, and I think that's to keep me grounded.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not like, well, I'm healed. So why can't you heal? You see what I'm saying? Like this is like I have things
Everybody's
that I
different.
can't heal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's for another show, I'm sure.
Lindsay says, I like wounded warriors.
Oh, I like that much better too. Thank you for sharing. I'm a wounded warrior. I like that a lot better.
Well, hello, Terry Ortega. You're a new name to me here, so thank you for
Well,
joining
hi,
us.
Terry.
Oh, you know Terry.
No, I know Terry so much.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute.
Nope.
Okay, so we have Amy's question.
Okay, Amy and I are thinking about doing a new show starting next week. I'm just gonna. Well, should I say it, Amy?
I'm just gonna say yes.
Okay,
Amy,
let's just say it.
I'm gonna read through it. Why do you need cards? Yes, it's gonna be wonderful.
It's gonna be. Well, I don't know what it's gonna be called. We're gelling it, but it's about our favorite things.
Very cool. These are a few of my favorite things.
Like TV shows, like Partridge Family, right? I mean, come on.
So Flowing wants to be a moderator. So there you go, Flowing. Thank you. Okay, so I think I'm just going to go ahead then and just start pulling and see what cards are telling me to shuffle.
Absolutely.
Oh, and everybody check this out in chat. I got the Bob Ross cards. I don't know if anyone's seen how Tangi sometimes uses her Bob Ross. And everybody knowing that I'm an artist. Oh, I had to get these. So let's see what Bob has to say as a general message. Oh my goodness, Amy, girl.
Oh, I know. So wait a minute, Heather. What are we reading on right now?
Oh, just general cards.
General. Okay,
good. We haven't gotten any questions, so I just thought, just randomly shuffling and giving the message for everybody to hear.
Okay, Yep.
Yeah, Amy, I have a grandniece that has spina bifida, and she had so many surgeries when she was a little girl, especially after first being born, that the doctors didn't think she was going to, have a very long life. She turned 22 today.
Awesome. That's just beautiful.
So she's, strong little spirit. So y'all are strong. You know that.
Okay, I picked a card for the collective.
Okay.
This is from the Golden Insights Oracle. And it's
cards.
Clover. Good fortune. Luck is on your side. Prosperous relationships and prosperity consciousness.
Ooh. Now, are they something?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was wondering, are they kind of like a Lenormand? So the clover, or is this just random? Okay, go ahead.
I don't know. I mean, there's all kinds of, like, in this particular deck, it's like money sign, finances, horses, So yeah, I mean, what a great card, right? And you know what? I've really been trying to practice being in like the law of attraction, right? That prosperity consciousness to, you know what? It's not that if I see it, I'll believe it. You have to believe it, then you'll see it, right? You can manifest it, right? How cool is that? Yes, absolutely. Blessings.
We can support each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, Bob says, talent is pursued interest. Anything you're willing to practice, you can do.
Yes, I love it.
Especially Avana, Miss Smiley Face. When I was younger, I could not draw for the life of me.
Thank you.
I just loved it, and I just kept doing it. And when I got into middle school, and I started, because I was bullied so much, I needed an outlet. And so art class was my safety.
Yeah.
And I took interest in the drawing, and the teachers were like, wait a minute, would you be, and they started working with me. I got to college and I practiced. So, It doesn't matter if you can't draw a smiley face.
I can't. They're deranged. But
The more you practice, the more you can do.
I agree. I totally agree.
Bob
I
says.
love Bob Ross. Yay.
Yes. Did you know they have chia
Those
pets
happy
now
little
with Bob
mistakes.
Ross?
Huh?
Yeah. They have a chia pet Bob Ross now too.
I have seen that, yes.
All righty. So I guess maybe we've got about 10, 15 minutes. I can go over a little bit before we go to the next one. Avana, what do you have going on this coming week?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm here with you today. Friday, this Friday. Yeah, I know. I love it. Friday at 8 p.m. I'm on Amy's Smiling Love and Light channel. So we're going to do that. Next Tuesday, I'm back with conversations and questions with Terry Soma. And I think it's July 21st or so. I'm going to be on with Kelly, Dozen Cats for Me, with I think it's Cartomancy Mesquite or Mesquite Cartomancy. And I'm sorry, I know I mixed it up.
Oh, she's going to go live finally?
Well, yeah, I think
the Mesquite.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so I'm gonna be on that. We're gonna be there, so that's in a week or two. And have anybody is familiar? Is
That's our Ron.
Gertrude, and I'm not sure how she says her last name. Gertrude, it's HSU, Gertrude Sue or whatever. She actually contacted me today and asked if we'd like to do if I'd be interested in doing a show. And I said, well, why don't you come on our show, Terry and I, get your feet wet, get started. So I'm gonna see if she's gonna respond. So yeah, absolutely. And Ron, I actually sent her your email address because you said on the one show to contact her that you wanted me to do that to contact her. So
very nice.
Yes, so we're busy.
Check out that show.
Absolutely.
And Sharon Sipe is here. Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate
that.
Hi,
Sharon.
And if one of my moderators could throw in Avana's link too, that would be wonderful.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And for me, I have readings with Scott Allen tonight for Spiritual Essence at 8:30 Eastern Time. And we're going to be reading on 3 haunted locations in Western New York, where I'm from. And to one of the locations I've been to before also.
I can't wait.
So it'll be very interesting. Yes. And I think that's it for now for the rest of the... Oh, and if Maya is able to broadcast our Thursday true crime readings.
Thank you, Sharon.
6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that would be 3:00 in the afternoon, her time in San Francisco. This is where I have trouble when I invite guests, especially if they're not the same time zone. I have messed up so many times thinking I'm supposed to go forward. No, I'm supposed to go back. Apologies. That's when I asked you, what time zone are you? And you said Eastern. Yeah. I was like, yes.
Easy. I know, right?
No,
I know. And thank you, Flowing, also for thank you, Flowing and Sharon, for posting my channel. Really appreciate it.
Alrighty. So another little shuffle here.
Okay, what are we reading on?
We don't have any questions, so I thought just shuffle and
talk. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm going to definitely be tuning in at 8:30 on your show about the haunted places. Where was it? My husband and I went to a haunted penitentiary, and I have a picture of him with 3 in this dark. They took us down to this dark room with a shower area, and he was there in the dark. And I took a picture, and it had 3 orbs around. It was wow. I know. I was like, this is, and they were actually telling us at that time, the tour guides, that there are 3 ghosts that hang around, or 3 spirits that hang around in that area. And I was in shock. It was wild to get that picture.
And when people do these tours and investigations, make sure that before you leave, tell the spirits you cannot follow me home.
Oh yeah, we didn't do that.
Here. And sometimes even tossing some salt, behind as well, or whatever you feel is a protective, but salt is always very good.
I agree.
Oh, and Silver 1111. Now I don't know you, Silver. So thank you
I
and
like the
welcome.
name.
Yes.
So Heather, you said you're
Yes.
into crystals and that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
I have this piece of moldavite.
Ooh.
Oh, I love it. Well, can you tell me about it? Because I barely know anything.
Well, Moldavite. Wow. Right now, Moldavite is extremely expensive, and buyers beware that there are people that are selling Moldavite online, and it's actually resin.
Oh,
So, because of why Moldavite has blown up this year because some videos on TikTok.
sure.
And so now everybody everywhere is calling, even at a local crystal shop where I went to for the first time. They do, international, and they were getting calls
Yeah.
about Moldavite, and information was coming back to them that because of it, people are charging twice as much, and some of it's fake.
Okay.
So make sure you know where you're getting your stones from, that they're trusted.
Okay.
Now, Moldavite, when I first started learning about Moldavite, there were three ideas behind it. One,
Okay.
it was already in a certain area in Moldova, in Eastern Europe, and I'm trying to remember where country that is, somewhere like around the Ukrainian area, Eastern Europe. And they said that was already in the earth, and it was just discovered. Certain pockets of different crystals, do get discovered over the years. Then there was another more popular, is that it was a meteor. It's extraterrestrial. It came from space,
Sure.
kind of like a tektite of some kind. And then the next one, and the one that I feel more like for me is the real answer for it, is that when the meteor came and hit the ground, the two kind of combined because it like melted.
Sure.
And so you're having, um, one substance coming from outer space hitting, and because when lightning hits the ground, it turns into these really cool fissures that you can pull right out of the ground. I can't think of the name of them by chance right now off the top of my head. Um, and they'll morph into creating a stone. So that's what a lot of people are more thinking, that that's what it is. It's a stone that was created, or crystal that was created when the impact from the meteor hit the earth in that area, and whatever elements were in
Sure.
that created. So you'll get different, opinions. Now, for a lot of people that I met when working at Crystal Magic, now this is going back 12 years when
Okay.
Moldavite was first coming out. I have a piece. I don't know where I have it packed right now. Um, there were customers that would come in the store, and they wanted to try on the jewelry or hold it. And because of it having known to have a high vibration, some people, the customers, were getting sick. We actually
Yeah.
had a young lady that we had to, she's like, get this rain off. We had to take the rain off for her. We had to bring her a chair and give her some cold water. So for me, when I hold a moldavite, it doesn't get, even though it's high vibration. Well, it's been a while too since I've held it, and I'm not sure what my reaction now would be with it because of developing and opening up more.
Yeah.
Um, but it does have a different effect because everybody's electromagnetic field and energy is different. So what might be a super high vibration stone like moldavite made this woman sick, some people may hold and say, well, I feel like a little bit of like a slight energy or a hum to it, or they really don't might not feel too much, at all. So we're all going to interact differently.
Yeah.
And that's why with all these different crystal books on the market, you can read what is commonly experienced by most people who work with the stones, but also there's going to be books where the author will also share their experience and other clients of theirs and their experiences, because we are all different.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because I don't usually hold it or have it on me, but I'm holding it tonight and I'm just feeling like a little bit lightheaded. So is that from the moldavite or is that from me?
Well, what I
You
would
know, having a
recommend
busy
is when you're
day.
done and you have, quiet time to yourself, to actually sit and get grounded
Yeah.
and do what you do when you
Yep.
connect with spirit and hold the stone. And then if you feel like you're starting to get a little, see if maybe like a piece of hematite or kyanite,
I have that.
um, or like maybe a black obsidian or
Hmm.
tourmaline, and hold that in the other hand and see if it balances out.
Okay.
Some people wear a lower vibration, like a, I don't want to say lower vibration, like it's a bad thing, but a lower chakra, a grounding stone, and they'll pair it with a moldavite,
Oh. Oh,
and
I
so
have
that it
seen that,
evens it out.
like on jewelry and things. Like they'll have like a quartz, maybe. I'm assuming that might be the grounding stone, and then the moldavite.
Now, what you will like about the book that I recommended is that one of the authors is a fanatic on moldavite, and he
Oh.
actually has like 3 pages on moldavite, and the main one here for
Yes,
keywords.
I just, Kristen says, sounds like the puppers want some love. And I have 4
Oh,
rescued cats and 2 rescued dogs. And my
oh,
Sarge is my American bulldog. He's barking. He wants to go out. He can wait a minute. He's
oh, kitty
fine.
love. Yep, tell him we're almost
We're
done.
almost done. Yeah, Daddy went outside, so he wants to go out, but he'll survive it.
So yeah,
Yeah,
there's like
maybe not.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, excuse me, 5, 6.
Wow.
So 3 pages, all double sided on what his experience is with Moldavite in history. But the key words is transformation, rapid spiritual evolution. So there's that high vibration. If you're
Yeah.
going to work with Moldavite and you're not sure how you're going to react to it, energetically, make sure that you have a grounding stone and that you're
Okay.
also sitting
Yeah.
and having a glass of water, so that if your energy, your body energy of your body, um, can't either handle it or it needs to adjust to it, a little bit at a time to be able to get acclimated,
Yeah.
to
Okay.
it.
Yep.
It's cleansing, it's protection, and it's chakra activation too. And for all of them, it kind of like boom, 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 boom. That might be too why a lot of people get whoa, because
That's
of
how
the,
I
the
right. It's
vibration.
like I'm like,
It
woo.
pops
Like,
them all open all at once. So because it's green, it's also works with the heart, and it also works with the third eye.
awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. That's why I love. And let me make sure that I do say, well, it's a member of the tech type group, so it is considered, at least in this book, a tech type, and is from. Okay, so some pieces are pale, especially from Moravia. No, Moravia, a greenish brown. Um, okay, so Moldavite's formation coincides with the crash of a large meteorite in what is now the Bohemian Plateau of the Czech Republic. So it's in that area. Um, so that's where they're finding it.
Sure.
And of course, unfortunately, too, when people start buying a lot of the stone, there are a lot of crystals and stones that are being depleted really quick now.
Yeah. No,
Um,
that's true. Sorry
because
about
so
the
many
bark.
people.
That's
Oh, it's
Bella.
okay. I miss my 2 doggies.
So she found her voice after we rescued her. So now she tells us everything. But my
She's
husband's letting
very
her out.
bossy.
Yes, she is. But I love it.
So then for the last card, then maybe for the evening, for everybody, I got the Moonstone,
Oh,
and of
nice.
course, crown chakra. Um, but for me too, the Moonstone, especially with being affected with women's bodies, especially with the full moon and with the water and our cycles, Moonstone really affects, I think, on all levels on a woman's body. So not just the crown chakra, but we can feel it all the way to the core of our being. And the main association with this for this deck is transcendence.
Oh,
And I'm
nice.
just gonna go to a large, really quick, just so that
Yeah.
it's like super multi-layered. So it's beautiful how they did the artwork. They include
Oh, it is.
flowers, shells. There's the moonstone right there, the beautiful florals. Um,
It
and I
almost
love
looks
the Om on
3D.
there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it is
I love this
beautiful.
deck,
Yeah.
and it's got a beautiful like gold,
Oh, I
like a
like that.
rose gold. I love
Yeah.
rose gold, and those are the backs of the cards.
Oh,
So,
very nice.
and those, if anyone's interested in this deck, they're relatively inexpensive. They're through Rockpool, and it's called the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Well, my
So
last
that's the
card, very
message.
quickly, that I happen to pull is the rose. It says femininity and beauty, feelings of love, blooming romance, and expressing affection. So what two nice cards, transcendent and expressing affection,
Yep.
to end on tonight. And I wish everyone the best.
Yeah, the beautiful florals.
Yes.
Connecting with your higher consciousness, you know,
And your
whatever
femininity,
your higher power is, yes,
your beauty.
femininity, and just allowing the process to happen naturally at the pace that it's supposed to. Because sometimes if we rush too much,
Yes.
we can do more
Yes.
damage than harm. So,
Yeah.
just like working with different crystals, just kind of get the feel of them first, you know, and then see how your body, you know, reacts to them.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Well, let me bring back to the. There we go. So thank you, Avana, again.
Thank you. Namaste, Heather. This has been
Thank
wonderful.
Thank you for
I
being
hope you invite
on.
me back soon.
Oh my goodness, anytime, and I would love to be a guest too on your channel. Just
okay, very good. Yep, absolutely.
And thank everybody in chat.
Yes.
That's still with us.
Yes,
Chloe
thank you.
And James and Teresa and Lindsay, Kristen, Louise. Thank you everybody for the questions. Up by Moldova, by Ukraine. So you're in the Czech Republic, Ukraine. Yep.
Yep.
So everybody have a blessed evening, and I hope some of you will follow me over or come back for when Scott Allen and I read on some haunted locations in my hometown or
I can't
my
wait.
area. Yes.
I will be back.
I'll be back. I hope so. All righty, everybody. I'll talk to everyone later. Have a blessed evening.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.